Hello everyone, I'm Desvina Mayang Kinanti and my ID is 211031091. I'm from class 8. This video is about presentation for English for Business course. I'd like to present the data on fossil fuel consumption from 1988 to 2100 through this graph. Next, I will explain about two things. The first one is how the fossil fuel could be replaced by renewable energy, and the second is the relationship between air conditions and the consumptions of fuel used by society. Now, if you have a look at this graph, we could see that it shows the rate of increase in fossil fuel consumption since the mid-19th century. The graph shows how renewable energy could supply the energy needs in the next 100 years. The vertical axis shows energy in exajoules, while the horizontal axis shows the year up to 2100. Clearly, we can see that oil, coal, and natural gas and nuclear energy, which is the fossil energy, are gradually replaced by the renewable energy, such as biomass and solar or wind-generated energy. So, how the fossil fuel could be replaced by renewable energy? Fossil fuels can be formed from materials that have been buried for hundreds of years or even thousands of years. So, in other words, it can be said that the formation of fossil fuels takes a very long time. Meanwhile, the use of fossil fuels will continue regardless of time. Then, on the other hand, there is renewable energy whose formation doesn't take a long time. This is the reason why fossil fuels can be replaced by renewable energy. The next thing that I'd like to explain is about how the relationship between air conditions and the type of fuels used by the community. Burning fossil fuels can increase carbon dioxide levels in the air. Actually, carbon dioxide is not a problem when the levels are not excessive. Without carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere, Earth's temperature would be too cold and all the water would freeze. Carbon dioxide gas is a strong absorber of infrared rays, so it will absorb the heat emitted by the Earth and reflect it back. This process is a natural process that is very important for the information of life on Earth. However, excessive of carbon dioxide levels will cause more heat to be absorbed and reflected back to the Earth, so that the Earth's temperature increases. Increased level of carbon dioxide in the air causes the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is an event where the Earth's atmosphere, which should be rich in ozone, becomes rich in CO2, NO2 gas, CFC gas, etc. This condition results in the heat of the sun being absorbed in the Earth, making it more difficult to be reflected back out of the Earth, thus trapping the heat of the sun's rays inside the Earth. This is what indirectly makes the Earth's surface temperature increase, or called global warming. The increasing demand for energy makes the use of renewable energy begin to be carried out. Renewable energy is the best option to meet the need for electrical energy, considering that non-renewable energy such as the fossil fuels and the coals is predicted to run out and take thousands of years to be renewed. Unfortunately, until now, the use of renewable energy hasn't been maximized, considering the various impacts caused by its use. Various impacts need to be considered beforehand so that the use of renewable energy can be profitable in the short and the long term. From some of this impact, the use of renewable energy still needs to be done considering the increasing energy needs. Because by utilizing renewable energy, in the short and the long term, our electrical energy supply can be fulfilled. So, the conclusion is, renewable energy is the best option to meet the need for electrical energy. Considering fossil fuels and coal is predicted to run out and take thousands of years to be renewed, as could be shown in the graph. In other words, all energy is provided or could be provided by renewable energy. That's about my presentation. I hope my presentation can increase our knowledge about the importance of developing renewable energy to replace fossil fuels. Thank you for the nice attention and see you.